Oh, there we go. How about that? Thank you, husband Ashley. Thank you, husband Ashley. Internet goes out right at 9 o'clock. You gotta love it. So thank you. I I tell you, yeah, we're back. I'm back on. I just stream just came back up. We were off air. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. So, all of the things that I had created for, oh, what? I just can't, you don't do anything here. All right. I just got to roll with it. First, I'm just going to have to, let me just get in Rita's because that's what we need to do. Got to get our, pay the bills. Got to pay the bills. Thanks to Rita's Italian Ice and Frozen Custard of Frederick. I'm sure they are thrilled to be sponsoring this show. They are open daily, noon to 9. You can try a hot pretzel or iced coffee while you're there as well. And if you can't get to Rita's, they can come to you. You can order on Grubhub, DoorDash, and Uber Eats. Rita's also has an app you can download and order and circumvent the lines and get right to it. Let's say, hey, good morning, Mama Cone. Gotta love it. You gotta smile. Keep working through it. That's what we do here. All right, let's go ahead and move along to our morning roundup. Morning Roundup is sponsored by Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland. Window tinting, paint protection film, ceramic coating, vinyl wraps like on the Good Morning Frederick car. Also, customized leather upholstered car seats. They can take care of all your aftermarket enhancements. Auto Trim Design of Mid-Maryland, accessories for any lifestyle. Find them on Urbana Pike or at autotrim-md.com. Well, good morning.
I thought for a reason that it was my fault. I'm like, well, it says live, but there's a blank screen with a bunch of flip-flops and blue boards, and I'm like, it's my
internet
fault.
decided to go out right at 9 o'clock. That's the first time that's happened. I mean, I've had no internet before, like it dropped out the last time. I don't know what is happening, but we're here. We are here.
Gremlins. They don't want 302. They just want you to stop at 301. So.
I'm telling you. They really, yeah.
Well, it's another big storm flowing through here. I don't know if I was going to try to text you. We had a friend of mine texted us and said, hey, there's a tree down on Gravel Hill Road, which is the road I live on. And then I found out that it was right across from our lane and smashed the brick entrance that is our lane that my mom and dad put up back in 1966 and
oh, wow.
smashed it completely. I got pictures up on my Facebook page, but yeah, big, huge honking tree came down. So already people are trying to.
And the problem is with the winds, because the ground's so wet from the years of rain we feel like we've had. Yeah, it's easy for those trees to fall over. My goodness.
It was coming sideways. That's how bad it was. I mean, it was just, I'm like, I haven't seen this kind of rain. It's been brutal over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
But you know what? At some point in time, we're just replenishing the earth with water.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Because the earth is what? 70% water, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's going to be hot the next few days. We're looking at 100-degree weather, and I was looking at the rain chances coming up. It doesn't look like, I guess I'll do weather early today. It doesn't look like we're going to have a whole lot of rain at all until around Thursday. 4, 5, 6% chance of rain, and it is going to be warm out there.
It's going to be brutal. So we're just going straight into the brutal weather.
Make sure those ACs are working. And we always say check on your elderly neighbors. A lot of people, especially where I live, in my area, Tonytown, most people, we're lucky enough to have central air conditioning, but most people on our block just have the window ACs.
Yeah.
So check on people, make sure their ACs are working, and for crying out loud, leave your pets inside. And if you're gonna let them run around out back for a little while, man, give them some water.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
for
trying
sure.
to take a picture of. See there, you were talking about AC units. We do not have. See if you can see that. We do not have central air.
That's right.
I never grew up. This house I grew up in, I didn't grow up with air conditioning. My parents didn't put in air conditioning until late.
Either. We all corralled into the basement. It was the coolest space in the house.
Right? Well, the basement was my dad's business, so we couldn't do that. And when I was probably 15, 16 years old, my dad had like a little window unit in his office that they weren't using. I'm like, can I have that? Because what are you going to do with that? I said, I'm going to put it in my room. And I rigged up this thing, and with the help from my mom, we rigged this thing up and put it in my room because we have the windows that open. I don't know, what do you call them? They have a hand crank, and they don't.
The crank.
They're not double hungs. They crank out. So we unhooked that, somehow fixed it to the wall, and put in a little window unit. Closed my door, and I was the only air conditioned room in the house. And I would come home from school, and my mom would be napping in my bedroom. It was cool. Yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah, those AC units, man, those they work great. Those window AC units. When I was a kid, when I was young, we had an apartment we lived in. We only had one AC unit, and we'd have to all go in my room to sleep in my room because my mother and father didn't have a door in their room. So we had to go to my room in the summertime and sleep in my room so we can close the door to keep the room cool. Because obviously with no door, that AC in that room isn't going to keep things cool. But those things, man, they work great. I mean, they really work great, those window ACs. Now, with technology the way it is, those window ACs have come a long, long way. But I am thankful. So the house we bought, the whole block of houses were built in the 80s, and they didn't have ACs. Luckily, the owners, not only did they put in central AC, but they have two units. So we have a unit upstairs and a unit downstairs, which is great because when we're upstairs sleeping, we don't need to blast the AC downstairs to save some money. So I am so thankful we had it. It's got to be. I keep my AC at 68 degrees. It's got to be nice and chilled in my house. Yeah, I don't like the heat.
Yeah.
We're gonna look into those split unit things.
Oh yeah, the ones that go on this. Yeah, the split units. Those are popular in Australia.
Yeah, they're very popular, and they're getting to be more popular and a cheaper alternative than trying to run a completely big AC unit, and have what do you call it, central air. So we're gonna look into it. Don't know if it'll happen, but
yeah, awesome. Yeah, well, with this heat, definitely you need to find a way to stay cool. To go to the pool if you have one, or sit out underneath the sprinkler. That's what I used to do. And try to stay cool because 100-degree days on the way.
I'm gonna play golf on Monday in a charity tournament.
Oh goodness! Take a cooling towel or ice packs.
Yes, I will have a fan with me or something. I'll have something with me.
One of those little personal fans.
Right. I had them on the boat where you can put the water in, and then you put ice cubes in it, and it has a little fan and a mister, and you can mist yourself. Yeah, I'll do. But you know what? It's
great.
It's a
mister.
It's a best ball tournament, so it won't be like, and apparently on my team there's a guy who can really hit the ball far, so I won't have to work so hard.
That's right. I love that.
So last year we went to Disney World last year, and I noticed these people in Disney walking around that had these things over their neck that I guess that you can buy. Cool. Are those like fans too, or those things look really cool?
They are little personal fan units. They go around. Yeah, they look like a little cord almost, but they have little fans on them. Keeps your neck and head cool, which is apparently supposed to make you feel cool all over. So
I have one of those.
You do?
Somewhere. I don't know. It's in a box somewhere, but they also sold the little Disney towels too, where you can, you get them wet and you wrap them around your neck to keep you cool too. So
yeah.
Isn't it funny that we're going from, cool temperatures, gray days, and now we're like, oh, how do you keep yourself cool?
I know. And I keep saying, I swore, because it was so cold and gross for so long, even into May. And I said, I'm not going to complain about the heat too much. And now here we are.
But listen, Dani, when it gets to 100 degrees, triple digits, you're allowed to complain. I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
triple digits is way too much. Look, I said it on air today. I'm one of those type of people, man. If it's too cold, I complain. If it's too hot, I complain. You know, I'm very us independent people, man. We complain about everything, either side. Little inside joke. So me and Bob had a debate, which actually was around 2 or 3 segments today. A few voters, actually 5 voters in Maryland, are looking to change the Maryland voting laws to where independents could vote in both primaries. And man, we had two or 3 segment debate on it. And me being an independent, I'm all for it. I think it's great. I say independents should be able to vote in either primary. Bob, not so much. Bob disagrees with me. What do you think, Dani? Curious about you're always the tiebreaker when me and Bob disagree.
Well, here's the first thing about, with national elections, Maryland never matters because by the time our primary comes around, everything has already been decided. So my thing is I would love no primary. I would love you everybody who wants to run runs and you vote on the day and that is it. I think that would solve so many issues, the money spending, all this stuff. If you want to throw your hat in the ring, you do it like we did in high school. It's one day. You go in, you hear all 5, 15, 25 candidates, you pick one, and that's it. I think we drag this on so far, so long. Everybody votes at the same time. And I don't like the fact that you have to declare a side and stick to it, and then you're pushing it. I think you get one ballot. It's got everybody on it. You vote for who you want to vote for. I don't know. I just think that we have gotten so far beyond what I think our founders wanted for this country that
absolutely.
I think everybody should just vote at the same time. I think there's too much time to finagle and do what they're doing, manipulate and all of that. I don't know. That's kind of where I'm at right now with that. I'm not an independent, so I don't know how I feel either way about the primaries. I just know even with local primaries, I don't know why we have to go through that to get one person to go with one person to maybe have a third party. I don't know. I think everybody throws their hat in the ring. They say what they got to say. We got technology now where everybody can listen to everybody's speeches and their platforms, read about them, and go vote.
And the audience says, right. Yeah. So that just wiped Chris right off the map. Right off the map.
You didn't break the tie, though, Dani.
I know. I didn't break the tie.
Wait. What do you mean wipes me off the map, Bob Miller? Hold on a second. She didn't agree with you.
She gave us a compromise where you still get to vote, and you, as an independent voter, it's exactly exactly what I said earlier.
Yeah,
you get to vote. Your vote counts in a general election.
I don't know why we got to a point where we all have to declare anything. I really don't. I don't understand. I mean, all that does is feeds the machine that spends the money on the marketing and the letters and all of that, right? I don't understand the benefit anywhere else of declaring your party. And just because you declare your party should not eliminate you from looking at all the candidates and figuring out who suits you best at the time, because things change.
She agrees with me more, though, Bob, if you think about it, because I'm saying that you should be able to vote in either primaries for Republicans or Democrats. She's saying that you should just have one election where everybody can vote for either Democrats or Republicans. So I would say that actually, by default, Dani had my vote, and I won that.
Here's my issue with independents right now. Since we do have to declare in order to vote, my thing is with an independent is I think I think people say they're independents so they don't get caught up in all the furor that happens with Republicans and Democrats. I think a lot of people say they sit in the middle, which I think a lot of, well, I know I would be classified probably more in the middle than anything else, but you still should have to choose right now in our system who you might most relate with. And I don't know. I think more and more people sit as independent because it's so horrible being one or the other right now. And so that is not good for the current system we have.
Well, I think a lot of people, though, might be an independent, might be somebody who's fiscally more to the right and then socially more to the left. Look, I consider myself an independent because I can see either side. I can vote either right or left. I like Joe Manchin. And we've had this discussion, Bob and I, this morning. I'm a big Joe Manchin guy. Joe Manchin, who was a Democrat. I think, Bob, you said he did change independent, right? His party, if I'm not mistaken, this morning.
Well,
yep. 2021.
He was Democrat that used to vote with a lot of the conservatives because he knew that a lot of his constituents were conservative, and until the time when we needed him to vote conservative, and he did not. So I think a lot of it is a play on, it's kind of like Hogan. Was Hogan really conservative, or did he put the R on his name to get the Republican votes and the Democrat votes because he was
Hogan was not conservative. Yeah, I would never.
Right.
I don't think.
Right.
Hogan
so what I'm saying is a lot of times they
Yeah.
play the game by putting the letter next to their name on what is going to allow them to maybe be reelected because of their constituents who don't pay attention to really what they're doing and just look at the R's and the D's and vote that way. So again, I think we eliminate a lot of that by throwing everybody into the ring, letting them battle it out on one day, and it's a one-day thing. Done. None of this weeks and months of just, it's horrible. People tune out. It's not good.
Yeah, no,
Which is what I told Chris. It's a general election only. That's it.
Yeah. I agree. So there you go.
So you agree? So you agree more with Bob, or you agree more with me, or are you independent of us? That is the question.
That is what we're trying in this one. No,
that's what we're trying to figure out here. Who's right or wrong, me or Bob? You still didn't.
There is no right or wrong, Chris. There is no right or wrong.
Right? You're
I'm
right,
Bob. You're wrong. There is no right or wrong. It's just I'm
Bob,
right and you're wrong.
I think you're right. The whole independent thing is kind of annoying now because now I see it. Because Dani's independent of us, she won't choose one of us. So maybe you are right, Bob. All right. Listen, honestly, I don't have much news. Actually, I don't have any news, Dani, today. But the one thing I do want to say news-wise is what? There's no breaking massive news, except for the fact that the Brunswick line on the MARC train isn't operating today from Frederick here. So those who need to get into DC can use bus routes 505 and 515. So again, if you're taking the MARC train, the Brunswick line is not running today due to the storms from yesterday. And with that, I'm going to have to bid you a fond adieu. Goodbye. Independent Chris Michaels signing off. Bob Miller, who is not independent with sports.
All right, here we go. The Oklahoma City Thunder got beat last night, 108-91 by the Indiana Pacers. Guess what we have for the first time since 2016? A Game 7 in the NBA Finals. The Frederick Keys, I know, right? I'm not watching. I haven't watched one single minute of it. But, hey, for basketball fans, it's got to be exciting for them.
Yes.
Frederick Keys earned a series victory in the finale over the Williamsport Crosscutters on Thursday night by a score of 5-0. They picked up their fourth win of the season. And then I guess they're heading to the Mahoning Valley Scrappers this weekend. The Orioles got one yesterday. Colton Cowser hit a 3-run homer. Charlie Morton, who we picked on a lot, allowed only one run over 6 innings in his 400th major league game. The Orioles beat the Tampa Bay Rays by a score of 4-1. The Nationals broke their 11-game losing streak with a 4-3 victory over the Colorado Rockies. And Scotty Scheffler shot, after his meltdown in the U.S. Open, shot an 8 under 62 to take and share the lead at the Travelers Championship. So there
Well,
you
it just
go.
shows you can be crap one day in golf
Right.
and awesome the next. So keep
That's
going.
right. That's right. Absolutely. Absolutely. So
Well,
I'm glad you got your chat back, and
Yes.
you're back on the air.
Yeah, back on the air. You know how this goes.
Yes.
All right. Have a great weekend. We'll see you
All
next
right.
week.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. All right. We are going to kind of get to what I didn't get to this morning. So I want to let you know I'm going to be going over what's happening in Frederick right next. And then we've got the guys from Dynamic Athletics, Tommy, Joe, and CJ. And then, of course, your Secret Stash video clue for today. I want to congratulate Vasudeva Yerapati. Saw him to get his prize yesterday, found the secret stash at the covered bridge in Utica. So that was the Utica covered bridge yesterday, and you have a clue for today to wrap up the week as well. Remember, all your Good Morning Frederick merch purchases benefit Mountainside Education and Enrichment Center for the month, and we've got a few days left of that for them. And of course, we have our 300 The Show shirts on sale now too, and you can go pick one up there. All right, let's take a quick commercial break. Then we're going to be back with what's happening in Frederick coming up right after this.
Cosmic Healing handcrafted small batch tinctures and transdermal salves, double third-party tested for quality you can trust. If you've got pain, headaches, or anxiety, our products are here to help you find relief. Patient over profits mindset, 'cause we're patients too. CosmicHealing.com.
Real estate goddess, yeah. She's the one to get you there. Homes and dreams are perfect, yeah. Shannon Flannery beyond compare.
At Mid-Atlantic Chiropractic, we understand how pain can hold you back. We're here to understand what you're going through. For a limited time, you can schedule your first visit for just $50. Give us a call and mention Good Morning Frederick, and let's get you feeling better.
Hi, I'm Devin, your friendly neighborhood shower door expert. Upgrade your bathroom with a beautiful glass shower door, custom fit to accent your space and make getting into your shower one of the highlights of your day. Come see us at our brand new showroom in Frederick, Maryland, or online at showerdoorexperts.com.
This portion of Good Morning Frederick is powered by Ken's Automotive and Transmissions, Total Car Care. Need an oil change or brakes? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can take care of that. How about exhaust or engine work? Ken's Automotive and Transmissions can do that too. No matter what you need for your car, Ken's Automotive and Transmissions is Total Car Care. Go to kenstrans.com to schedule an appointment today.
Yes. All right. Let's find out what is happening in Frederick. Happening in Frederick is sponsored by Atlas Wood Floors. They've been serving this area for more than 34 years. They do wood floors, luxury vinyl plank, pretty much anything you can find for flooring they can handle. Check out their Google reviews and give them a call and ask for Jeff, 301-948-9663. That's 301-948-WOOD. Or let them know you saw them on Good Morning Frederick. AtlasWoodFloors.net. All right. Souls of Joy. If you've got $5, $10, $15 maybe that you can Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or Zelle, I greatly appreciate it. On my way to collecting 300 pairs of shoes by August 1st. You can drop off new shoes to the home of everything Frederick, 401 North Market Street in downtown. And also the Orioles Nest, Family Heritage Trust, and Village Crossing. This is our drive to collect 5,000 pairs of shoes for kids in Frederick County. Our individual tickets are now on sale for our Souls of Joy event, which is happening on August 8th. All right. Of course, we got Secret Stash going on now through July 11th, weekdays. You're going to get your clues for cash and prizes hidden around Frederick County. All right. Saturday, tomorrow, June 21st. Come to our pop-up vendor market at the home of everything Frederick from 11 to 4. We have some great vendors setting up this weekend and every weekend at the shop. And you get to also support local artisans, not only at the pop-up shop outside or inside, but also in the store. All of the merchandise we sell is created by or supports a local artisan. Noon to 4:30, Spirits of Maryland Festival is happening on the grounds of Visitation. Go get your tickets now. The 12 to 2, I believe, is VIP. And VIP not only gets you Whiskey University, but special tastings. And general admission, I think, starts at 2 or 2:30. And you can taste in the ballroom of Visitation distillers from around the state of Maryland. Veteran Family Fun Day is happening from 3 to 9 p.m. June 21st. Free for veterans and their families. Free food, free games, entertainment, and more. It's at the Burkittsville Ruritan Club. Head to pullingforveterans.org for more information on that. And at 7 p.m., it's the Rabbit's Foot Reunion live music event. Bands are playing at Vanish Hall in Boonesboro, and it's going to be a great time. It benefits Reforge. On Sunday, the summer concert series is back at Baker Park. You can hang out, get your picnic, enjoy some live music with rock and reggae from I Rhythm, and it should be a great time on Sunday. On the 24th, you can hit some bar bingo at AmVet's Post 2. That's on East South Street in Frederick, and it is open to the public. June 26th, Thorpe Woods Community Day with the Frederick County Public Library. A great time for you to check out the Thorpewood property. June 27th, PTSD Awareness Day down at Memorial Park in downtown near Ben Street, or on Ben Street. 6:30 p.m. Pulling for Veterans is going to have a vigil to remember those who lost their life to suicide due to PTSD. And June 28th and 29th, 10 to 4 is the Country Roads and Gardens Tour, which is a great day driving around Frederick County and places like Braddock and Myersville, Smithsburg. You can get more information and tickets available on Eventbrite for that. And on the 29th, you can do reptile adventures on the double. You can ride Maryland's double-decker bus and then come for a reptile show at the home of Everything Frederick. You can get your tickets at marylanddoubledeckers.com. Kids absolutely are loving this. It is so fun, and for parents too. And you can always, obviously, check out the home of Everything Frederick, Wednesdays to Sundays, anytime. All right, July 4th, of course, Party in the Park. It is going to be a great time, and Shannon Flannery and I are sponsoring the Mechanical Bull, so you can ride for free. And if you're over 18, we're going to give you a time, and if you can stay on longer than that time, you're going to win an awesome Frederick is Buckin' Awesome t-shirt, thanks to Good Morning Frederick and Everything Frederick and the Real Estate Goddess. And you can also purchase one of those shirts at the shop at the home of Everything Frederick. And then let's see what is coming up. July 12th is the Rubber Duck Derby Festival in Union Bridge. That was rescheduled from June. Get your ducks at dreambigunionbridge.com and go on out to that event. There's going to be a Jeep show. There's an inflatable obstacle course for the kids, an adult beverage garden, and lots more fun. Live music with 2 live bands. It's going to be a great day in Union Bridge. And I think the next, save for later, because we got a lot of stuff coming up later this summer. I know I hate to be wishing the summer away into fall, but we're already talking about those events. And I know it's kind of sad, really, when you think about it. I want to enjoy it a little bit. It seems like summer's only going to last a month or 2. All right. If you have an event you want included in our calendar, all you have to do is email it to everythingfredericklive@gmail.com or tag me on social, and I'll make sure to get it on the calendar. And if you'd like for me to talk about your event, I can do that. Just $25 for 5 days, $40 for 10 days. All right, we're going to take one more quick break. Then we're back with Tommy, Joe, and CJ from Dynamic Athletics. And then your secret stash video clue for today, wrapping up the first week of the secret stash. All of that comes up just after this. Experience an unforgettable vacation at the Salty Seahorse on the 4x4 beach in Corolla, North Carolina. Enjoy the pool, relax in the hot tub, fish, and kayak right off the private dock. The Salty Seahorse will be your forever vacation home. Go to thesaltyseahorse2201.com. Who's always wanted to go to Alaska? Well, that's me, and I'm putting together a trip June 9th through June 20th of 2026. I would love for you to join me working together with Antietam World Travel Service to put together an amazing itinerary featuring both land and sea. We're going to see all the great stuff you see when you go to Alaska. I promise it's going to be a lot of fun. Go to bit.ly/Alaska2 for more information. All right. A&S Construction is a local and award-winning woman and minority-owned business, and they're located right here in Frederick. A&S Construction specializes in roofing and siding. They can also do windows and gutters and even build a new patio or deck for you. Whatever you need on the exterior of your home, they can handle it. All you have to do is call 301-703-2157. Or you can send an email, info@ansconstruction.net. Or, of course, visit them online, ansconstruction.net. Remember, you get $750 off any roof or siding replacement or $50 off any roof repairs. Just let Sandra know you saw her on Good Morning Frederick, and she will make sure and take great care of you for sure. All right, we're going to talk about who is making our market stronger. Market Maker sponsored by Maryland Lottery with tons of ways to win. Hot scratch-offs like big money where a $5 ticket could net you $50,000 or the $2 Monopoly ticket with a top prize of $10,000. Go to mdlottery.com for all the details. Plus, download that Maryland Lottery app so you can scan your tickets right there and see if you're a winner. You must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly. All right, I got to get this up because having the little glitch we had earlier, which is so fun, keeps you on your toes and thinking clearly. All right, let's get these guys. Dynamic Athletics. We'll get cheerleading, not gymnastics, but working out. That's what we're going to talk about right now.
Close enough.
Yeah. I mean, it is all physical fitness sort of stuff. Yeah. A little bit different. All right, introduce each one of you.
Tommy Miner.
Joe Parsi. And CJ Parsi.
Okay. Dynamic Athletics. You guys work out of squad style. We know Hannah. We've chatted with her before. And it's a great location. What a nice gym to be able to work out of. And great for trainers because you guys don't have to kind of have all that expense of having your own gym. You have access to a lot of great stuff. So how did you each get, first of all, how did the three, are you all related?
We are.
Okay, okay.
I am not.
Literally the redheaded stepchild. Okay.
Not wrong.
You guys are like, when did you get the idea? Was this your idea or you guys three came together and said, let's do this?
I made Dynamic Athletics my senior year at college.
Oh.
my senior year was the COVID year. So I was personal training at the time, and the gym I was training at shut down. But I still had a lot of clients I wanted to train. I had a couple of teams I wanted to train.
Okay.
So I moved into a virtual space.
Okay.
So I made dynamic athletics with the idea of training virtually.
Nice.
And over the years, I really didn't do anything with it. So
Great.
when we sat down and
Yeah.
had the idea that we wanted to kind of go independent and do our own thing,
Yeah.
we already had the entity ready to go. So we kind of reformed it into what it is now.
Okay. And so when did you so just out of COVID, then you launched what you guys have now or some sort of it?
So out of COVID was our virtual training.
Yeah.
And then in January, we transitioned
Okay.
into what we're doing now, which is more in person, more traditional
Yeah.
personal training.
You know, training is kind of one of those things. It's never gone out of style, right? It's
Yeah.
had some ebbs and flows and
Sure.
change, like
Yeah.
the virtual aspect or whatever. With you guys, what do you like to focus on? Or you were telling me you each kind of have a different.
Yeah, we all kind of cover a little bit of different bases, but it all comes together in one wholehearted like system that we follow through with. Tommy does a really great job with like people that are getting out of physical therapy, but kind of know that they're probably not going to stick with the homework that the physical therapists give them. So he does really
Great to know up front, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
So people are a lot more self-aware than
yeah,
we think.
yeah.
So like he has a great specialty in like mobility, re-strengthening, like post-injury,
Okay.
dealing with injuries at that as well.
Yeah.
Joe covers a little bit more of like the athletic training. So he does a lot more like the team training, youth
Okay.
athletics and
All right.
everything like that. But all of us all together, like we really like to focus on like the general population. Everyone needs to move.
Yeah,
Everyone
sure.
needs to get up off the desk,
Yeah.
anything like that. So we try and cover as many bases as we can.
So when someone signs up for training, are you signing up with a particular trainer or are you kind of are flexible to float throughout? How does that work pretty much?
So you're signing up with a specific trainer.
Okay.
But our goal, so like if you sign up with me, I'm your trainer.
Right.
I'm giving you your program, your homework, I'm checking in with you.
Okay.
But our goal is to kind of build our community.
Yeah.
Where if I go out of town for a couple of days and I give you the option, hey, go jump in Tommy's class.
Yeah.
Everybody knows Tommy. Everybody knows how Tommy trains.
Yeah.
You know, it's an easy transition.
Yeah.
So we're kind of big on just growing each other's community as well.
Yeah.
But it's just easy logistically to
Yeah,
have
of
the one
course.
trainer.
Yeah.
I do your work for you.
Yeah.
And go from there.
Yeah. Now, youth athletics and performance, that's exploding right now. Like those programs are super popular. My only issue with them is if the parents are pushing it
Right.
to happen or if the kids really want to improve, because we've read so many studies about single sport athletes and injury young and getting sick of it by the time you're 12 or 14, which
Yeah.
is crazy. It's really sad. But if you were to give kind of 3 easy things people could do at home to help their child to get better, because a lot of us, that's what we wanted, what would those be?
The first one has really nothing to do with fitness, but it's work on confidence, work on leadership. I think youth sports, like kids are put under a lot of pressure in youth sports. And like you said, there's been a ton of studies coming out about it. One sport athletes don't always turn out to be the best athletes. The best athletes are the ones who sports sample and the leaders and the ones who can take the lessons they learned in sport and translate it back into school, future career, things like that. And I think that's the beautiful thing about sports is the lessons you learn. So raise and promote confidence. Let kids brag about themselves. That's a big one we do. In our sessions with our youth athletes, we'll always start with like a me, you, and we. So we'll go up and around the group, say something you're proud of yourself for, and then something you're proud of a particular individual for, and then something you're proud of the group for.
Holy cow, that's like adult therapy right there. We all need that, right? No, it's great to train that young. If you can get somebody to confidently be able to say, hey, I'm really good at X. That's hard for a lot of people. That's great.
Sports sampling would be another tip. And then, so get your kids in multiple sports. Don't try to make them a master of one. You'll learn a lot of skills and movement patterns from other things. And then just work on mobility at home. Like kids don't need to be lifting heavy weights. Like we're trying to teach movement And that's like the key to it, is just work on your movement skills.
Yeah, all those things I love. I love that. I love that because that answer to me as a parent says, I want to invest in that because I know that my kid's going to get kind of the best all-around experience, which is so important. Kids do need to move more. We don't do it enough. It's certainly not 8 hours a day in school. They're sitting. Many of them are sitting at a computer when they get home, all of that. And then you have these kids who just jump straight up, go out and play baseball for 2 to 3 hours, come back and are wondering why they're not improving. And there's, obviously we know why. Did you guys all play sport in like high school and beyond? Yeah. What was your sport of choice?
Baseball mainly. And then like basketball was kind of like my fun sport that I would do. But
kicking
baseball
around
was
on the playground sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I was more of a lacrosse player.
I was going to guess lacrosse. You kind of have that. I love lacrosse. One of the best sports ever. Yeah.
Football, weightlifting. I threw discus for a little bit too.
Oh, did you? Nice.
Really
That's
enjoyed
a good
that.
way to get into college too, isn't it? Like through the those sorts of athletics, discus and high jump and track and field, all those. I know they're always looking for people like that.
Yeah, there are a lot of outlets in that though.
Yeah, for sure. All right, and so if you're recovering from an injury, which I'm old now, I sleep and I wake up and I go, good God, what did I do? People can come to you to kind of really help get them beyond that injury and maybe just build strength to avoid the injury in the future.
100%.
Yeah.
A lot of what I like to do is rehab injuries. I have a lot of injuries myself. I'm a disabled veteran, and I rehabbed myself throughout the course of a few years. Couldn't feel my legs for a good portion of that time.
Holy cow.
So like being able to do what I do now is a little bit of a snapback. So I'm trying to give back to the community by people who don't see an end where they think this injury is going to be forever. I'd like to really get them there and make like, this doesn't have to be the rest of your life.
Yeah.
We can get beyond this and build a little bit more muscle and strength.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the way you guys think. I like this a lot. All right. So for people who are interested in reaching out to you guys, what's the easiest way for them to schedule a time to meet you, figure out like maybe which one of you fits them best or whatever?
You can schedule a consult right on our website.
Okay.
Dynamicathletics.net.
Okay.
Not .com.
You will forever be saying that, won't you?
I will.
It's okay. It's okay.
You can give us a call or a text at our number, which is also on our website.
Yeah, but I'll put that on the screen for sure.
Any of our social media handles, we monitor those daily. So direct messaging. Pretty easy to find.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Did you think that this is what you guys would be doing at this point in your life? Was this always kind of a goal?
I'd say yes.
I would say so. Yeah, definitely.
That's cool.
Yeah. Starting in like more of a corporate structure. Obviously, it was great getting started. You make a lot of good connections that way, but then you also have to deal with the corporate roof over your head. And like that's just like not, at least not how we were raised. Like my dad owns his own company or his own business.
Nice.
So I think it's just kind of like ingrained in us, like you should be able to make your own schedule and like you should be able to kind of do what you think is right and treat your clients that way as well. So it's been nice having that flexibility as like the owners of a business being able to like help the clients out with that kind of way instead of, oh, you have to go through the corporate office to do something.
Right. Yeah. Having that personal touch is so important. Do you have to break up fights between the brothers at all ever?
No, we all think pretty similarly.
Surprisingly.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm going to stay on to it. That's between them at that point, honestly.
You stay out. That's smart. That's a smart position to take for sure. Yeah, look, I mean, I think it's really great. What a great start you guys have through Squad Style. We think that's an awesome place to kind of really build and get your momentum and all of that under you. If you want to get fit or get over an injury, or maybe you're an athlete, you just want to get a little stronger, a little better headspace, you can contact these guys. We'll make sure the website's on screen and the phone numbers for you. Thank you guys for making the time to come in today. Really
thank you for having us.
All right, if there was one thing are you guys from Frederick?
Yep. Born and raised.
High school here?
Oakdale.
Okay, all right.
Upstate New York.
Are you? Yeah.
He's really the oddball.
Really, you just really went the other way with that. I love it. If there was one thing you'd want people to know about how great Frederick is, what would that be?
I think it's something that we preach about. Owning a small business it's so small business oriented. There's so many small businesses that are good to support Hill, and everyone looks out for each other really. So I think that's been a big thing that we've taken away from starting it.
Yeah.
It's just a really good sense of community when you're here. So
Yeah, notice Frederick loves Frederick.
Frederick
So,
does
like,
love Frederick.
yeah,
It's a great place to be if
No,
you're in
it's-
Frederick.
yeah, exactly.
I mean, even though you're not from here, you're here. It's okay. We love you. We wrap our arms around you. It's great. All right. Give these guys a call or send them an email. Get to work. We all need to get fitter, better, stronger, especially in our heads, but certainly as we age in our bodies as well. Thank you guys so much.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Oh, I want to thank those guys for joining. That was a fun interview with the three of them. They're very cool. All right. Let's see who's making our market fun to find things. All right, Market Makers, sponsored by the Healing Storm Holistic Wellness. Shannon and her team strive to make sure you're seen, heard, and valued. Healing Storm focuses on alternative holistic healing methods to relieve your stress and pain, massage therapy, Reiki, lymphatic massage, and a healing journey program. Check out thehealingstorm.com for more details and to schedule an appointment today. All right, we've got your secret stash video. Well, let me just I got to get myself organized here because I wasn't organized. I was organized, all organized before. All right, here you go. Are you ready? Are you ready for you? Text your friends right now. Tell them to watch. You got to see the hint to find the envelope to win the prize. This is your clue for Friday, June 20th. Do you know where that is? Do you know where that is? That is a little bit of a clue. That is a little bit of a clue for you. That is your hint for today. I'll play it one more time. Oh, yeah, there it is. Protected from all the elements. Wrapped around some surface there. All right. Well, good luck. And if I don't get a text by this afternoon, I will offer a hint. I had to offer a hint for Monday and Wednesday. Tuesday and Thursday were found without any hints. So maybe today too. We'll see. And then we will be back next week with more Secret Stash, more Good Morning Frederick, and more great interviews and local content that you can't get anywhere else, right? So tell a friend about Good Morning Frederick. Have an amazing weekend and have an amazing day. Let's get out there. Let's be great, friends.